My name is Paige Lemer, and I am here on behalf of John Paul Mitchell Systems and Cosmocroft Beauty. So today, what I'm here to really discuss and to really show you is some of our wonderful, luxurious Marula oil products. I also want to show you how to do a nice, voluptuous, luxurious style called the Natalia Style. Also, I want to walk you through step by step how to do a wonderful treatment on the hair using some of our Marula oil products, which can really help you bring in more revenue into the salon. Because let's be honest, what stylist doesn't want to make more money? So let's get started. So today, unfortunately, our model called in sick about 10 minutes ago, but luckily we have a backup model, Mia, here. So I know she's the doll head, but we will do the best that we can with what we are given. So first off, I want to talk to you about the treatment that we can do using our products. So it really focuses on 3 of our main Marula oil products. Now I do most of this in the shampoo bowl itself. So first off, I use our Marula oil rare oil treatment. So this product actually comes with a nice dropper. So when I talk about drops of this oil, I'm not talking about dropper fulls. I'm talking about literally drops. So as you can see, little drops. So what I love about this product is it uses the Marula oil and estercized oil to really help pamper the hair for some nice, deep, rich moisture. Now you can use this oil before you shampoo, or you can use it on nice, clean, damp hair. So if you're going to use this on clean, damp hair, you really don't want to use too much. A little goes a long way. So I'm talking 1 dropper for fine hair, 1 drop for fine hair, 2 drops for like medium textured hair, and up to 3 drops for that tough, coarse hair. So when I go to do my treatment on my clients, I actually do it before my shampoo. So I take a few drops of this and I really work it into the hair. So what I'm going to do is work it in starting on the ends, because that's where we want to focus most of our attention, and really work it up the hair shaft all the way up to the scalp. Once I get it into the scalp, I really like to give them a nice scalp massage, because what client doesn't love a nice scalp massage? After I put the oil in, I like to rinse that out, and then we'll go on to our next step. So our next step, we are using our Marula oil Rare Oil Replenishing Shampoo. This is a nice, gentle shampoo, and it's also color safe, which I absolutely love. It uses our cold pressed Marula oil with powerful antioxidants and oleic acids, which are really going to add instant hydration into the hair, which I absolutely love. One really neat thing about this product is it uses the time-released Marula spheres. So imagine these spheres as almost like little beads. So these beads go into the hair. Even after you dry it, these beads are still in there. And what they are going to do is they're going to break open. So every time you brush the hair, it breaks open. Every time you even touch your hair, it breaks open. When that breaks open, it's giving us a nice, fresh burst of that Marula oil, really hydrating the hair, adding shine, making it feel really luxurious. So after we shampoo, then we are going to use our wonderful Marula oil Rare Oil Intensive Mask. So I like to leave this mask on for just a couple minutes. This is going to really dramatically smooth, dry, coarse hair. It's also going to add nice fullness to that limp, fine hair, kind of like Mia has today. Another thing that this has is it also uses the Marula oil, which once again has those powerful antioxidants and those oleic acids. This also has wonderful proteins and vitamins in there, which is really going to help seal split ends, which every client is looking for. It's going to help prevent breakage and really help protect against UV rays. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this treatment on Mia here, and I'll be back with you in just a moment. So as you can see, we just finished our lovely pre-treatment on our lovely Mia here. So I wanted to bring her back here and really show you what a mess her hair is right before we decide to actually brush it through. So what I love about our Marula products is we actually have brushes that go along with it. Who doesn't love new brushes? So what's really nice to make these feel even more luxurious than they already are is they come in these wonderful packages. I mean, just look at them. They're fabulous. So this is our Marula oil detangling brush. So just like it says, it goes through and really easily detangles through the hair. Now it uses 100% premium quality beech wood. And what this is going to do is really help minimize the breakage in the hair while detangling through it. See how easy that is? Now these bristles on here are also going to give her a nice sensation on her scalp as it's detangling the hair. I absolutely love using this brush on almost every single client after I shampoo. It's just nice to save time in the salon by being able to detangle through the hair just that much quicker. So after I detangle her hair, I like to use one of our Paul Mitchell Pro clips to really section out the hair and keep the hair that I'm not ready for out of my way. So I take pretty large sections when I do this. And I just clip that right out of my way. So my next product that I'm going to use in her hair is our Marula Oil Light, which is made for the light. It's the lighter version of Marula is really what it is. So luxury, just a little bit lighter. So this is our Rare Oil Dry Mist. Now this is ideal for fine hair, and it's really going to help prevent breakage, and it's also going to add shine without weighing the hair down, which I absolutely love. So I like to just go ahead, I shake this up just a tiny bit, and I spray it on the hair just like that. And then I like to take my detangling brush, and I just like to brush it through just a little bit. Now I take this every section, I like to spray our dry mist, our Marula Oil, Rare Oil Dry Mist into the hair. So this is going to use that cold pressed Marula oil, and it's really going to help seal those split ends, making the hair just feel really soft, almost like luxuriously soft. All the way through using our Marula oil to feel better, makes them happier, and you can raise your prices. It has if you're giving bristles, which is really going to help. Uses the Express Ion technology, which is really going to help. It also has medium and high. It has a wonderful nozzle that you can detach, which helps my wrist in the long run. And since my blow dryer gets kind of loud when I'm trying to film, I'm gonna go ahead. So, as you can see here, we added some nice volume into Mia's hair just by round brushing. By using the right products and the right tools, you can really get a wonderful finish just by doing a nice round brush on the hair. So, now that we have this wonderful body to work with for our curl set, I'm going to go ahead and take the Marula Oil Classic Dressing Brush. Now this also has the 100% premium quality beech wood. It's also going to help minimize breakage. Now it has these dual level boar-like vegan bristles. You just say the word vegan to a client and they fall in love with it. I fell in love with this before I even knew that they were vegan bristles. So I like to go ahead and just brush out the hair, especially after round brushing. We sometimes get a few snarls here or there. And I like to use this classic dressing brush just to brush everything out and give it and make it nice and smooth. So now for our curl set, I actually want to take about a 2-inch section starting in the back. So once again, I'm going to use one of our Paul Mitchell Pro clips, and I'm going to section that out here, right in the back, right in the nape. Now you don't want your section to be too big or else you're not going to get the body that you're actually wanting. So I go ahead and take a nice, straight, clean section. I just like to comb it all together. It just makes it look a little bit cleaner, a little bit nicer. That client's sitting there staring at their hair in the mirror. You want it to look nice. You don't want it to look messy. I love these Pro Clips because they're super strong and they really hold the hair in place right where I want it. So I'm gonna have Mia tilt her head down just a tiny bit. So as you can see, I took a nice 2-inch section in the back here. We're gonna go ahead and curl that. So one thing that I like to do when I'm doing a curl set is I like to pre-section my sections. So I'm gonna go ahead and divide this right here. So now these are the curls that I'm going to take. What this is doing is it's really making it so I can go through and curl the hair that much faster. Anything that can save me time in the salon is saving me money because time in the salon is money. So with her hair here, I was able to get 4 nice sections. So what I'm going to use is my wonderful Marula styling rod. Now this rod, it has a 1-inch barrel here. It has a nice cool tip right here because I know myself personally in the salon, I'm always trying to go so fast and I touch the tip of my irons all the time. So if there's not that cool tip there, I'm going to burn myself. So I absolutely love this. This can heat all the way up to 450 degrees, as I will show you here. It has a nice digital display here, which is really going to tell us how hot it is. And it shows you actually digitally as it's heating up, which is fabulous. So for the Natalia set, I go ahead and I take my 1 section here and I'm going to wrap it around my styling rod. Now, one key here is we want these sections to be flat. You want the hair to be flat around the rod. You don't want it twisted. If it's going to be twisted, it's not going to look uniform in the end, and we want it to look uniform. So before it cools, I like to go ahead and pin it in place with just a nice curling pin here. So I go ahead and I pin it at the base. What we want to see here is that nice open circle. That means that everything is cooling in the place that we want it to cool. So I'm going to go ahead and do another section here. Once again, flat along the iron. We don't want any twists in the hair. That's not going to look pretty. So I go ahead and I drop it. And while it's still warm, I'm clipping it into place. The reason we're clipping it into place is because we want it to cool off so it keeps that nice curl that we're looking for. That's what's giving a curl set that uniform. So I'm going to go ahead and finish this section. I'm going to keep taking sections all the way up, curling everything back away from the face. So here is the lovely Mia's curl set that we did. Like I said, everything is going back here. We also want to see through every single curl that we have there. That way we know, like I said before, that our curl set is going to be very uniform. We're going to get that wave that we're actually looking for. So, sorry Mia, I'm going to turn you here. So, after pinning up all these lovely curls, before we actually let them drop, I want to make sure that the hair is cooled. If the hair has not cooled yet, that means that the curls have not set yet. If the curls have not set, they're just going to fall flat. You're not going to get the volume that you're looking for, and your style really isn't going to turn out how you thought it was going to. So I'm going to go ahead and drop these curls for you here. Now, one thing while I am putting these curls into the hair is when I clip these curls, I like to clip them all on the same side. That way, when I'm going through taking them out, I know exactly what side of the curl the clip is going to be on. That is going to help me really get these clips out a lot faster because once again, in the salon, time is money. So I like to take as many of these out as I possibly can before going and setting these clips down. That way, once again, I can save myself some more time. So while I'm taking these out, I want to talk to you a little about making money in the salon. So by doing that treatment, that pre-treatment that we did on our hair, using our Marula oil, rare oil treatment, the Marula oil replenishing shampoo, and the intensive hair mask, I charge about $25 in my salon to do that treatment alone. That treatment doesn't take me much time, but that's $25 in my pocket every time that I do that. So just think about that. As a goal to do, my personal goal is to do one treatment every day. That's $25 a day. It's $25 that you wouldn't have had normally. So think about that. Let's say you're working 5 days a week in the salon. That's $125 extra every week just by doing something as simple as a pre-treatment on the hair. Now, think about that. So $25 a day, $125 a week. You work 52 weeks in a year, you're making over $6,000 extra that you wouldn't have made before. So that's just darn amazing. So now that I have taken all of our clips out, I like to look through and make sure that I actually did get all of them out. Now I'm going to take our Marula Oil Classic Dressing Brush, which once again has those dual level boar-like bristles, the vegan bristles, and I like to go through and I comb everything out. Some people are afraid to comb out their curl sets. They think they're going to lose that curl that they have. If you let those curls cool all the way down before dropping them, you don't have anything to worry about. Those curls are still going to be there. If you don't comb it out, you're not going to get that set that you're looking for. You're not going to get that style that you're actually wanting. So now that I have it all combed out, I'm going to section it off and I want to start back combing the hair. So once again, I'm going to take one of our Paul Mitchell Pro clips. I like these clips because when I put them in the hair, I don't get a big kink in the hair. And I know that that's definitely not something that you want when doing an updo. So I like to take a nice big section here. Once again, making it look nice in the front of the hair where she's looking in the mirror at all times and seeing herself. You want her to look in the mirror and feel fabulous immediately. So I take this hair as it's brushed out and I just want to go ahead and back brush underneath it. I'm adding more volume into the hair. See, just like that. Now I'm going to go ahead and smooth that out just a tiny bit, just so it looks a little bit smoother, a little bit more luxurious. And then as I'm doing that, I want to pull these curls apart a little bit. We want the volume, but we want it to be nice and big. If you just put volume and it's all right here, what's the fun of that? We want it everywhere. So I go ahead and I take another nice section here. Once again, making sure that it looks pretty nice from the front. I'm going to go ahead and back comb that. Brush it out just a tiny bit. Pull it apart. We want it nice and big. Now when I'm using this dressing brush, I really want to emphasize the grooves in the hair. Those grooves is really what's going to make this style what it is. So I'm just going to go ahead and do this section by section. I know it's a little bit repetitive, but I would like you to see me do the entire style and not cut away. So by pushing this up here is adding some nice volume. then once again, I really want to emphasize those grooves in the hair. So, as I do that, I want to set it with our Marula Oil Rare Oil Perfecting Hairspray. It has a nice fine mist, as you can see there. I absolutely love seeing that. It's really going to help lock out the frizz and really the humidity that you can get in your hair. It uses our cold press Rare Marula Oil, which is really going to help add softness to the hair. So sometimes I like to take the bottle itself here and really emphasize those grooves in the hair. Hair does not want to stick to this, which I absolutely love. So by doing this, the hair is not sticking, but I'm getting that softness that I'm looking for, getting that sleek look that I want to use. This hairspray is nice and flexible, and what I like is it's layerable. So as I keep spraying, I'm adding more and more on there, creating nice layers of hairspray, nice layers of the Marula oil. So as I get to these top sections here, I'm going to go ahead and switch to a nice comb to add even more volume to the hair. Comb it out like so, and really back comb it. It's easy to take volume out. It's hard to put volume in once you're finished with your style. So why not just add a ton of volume? So once again, I like to take my dressing brush, like so, really emphasizing the grooves in the hair. Spray some nice fine mist of our Perfecting Hairspray, pushing in those grooves just a tiny bit more. Take our next section. I have about 2 sections left, I would say, up here. Separating that there, combing it through. Not afraid to comb through my curls. If you put your curls in there correctly, then you shouldn't have to worry about anything. So once again, we want to add a lot of volume to the hair. This Natalia Style is all about the luxurious volume that we can achieve. So I'm going to go ahead and use our Marula Oil Perfecting Hairspray once again. And really emphasize those grooves, pulling them apart as needed to really achieve a nice flawless look. Then in our final section here, depending on if she parts her hair or not, will depend if you're parting this last section at all. So I like to start up here and really back comb it down. Now, Mia here has some very fun bangs in the front, so it makes it a little bit more difficult to work with, but using our Perfecting Hairspray, you can really get it to hold without making it look like you have a lot of product in there, which clients absolutely love. So we're gonna play around with her part here, just a tiny bit. Pulling it apart as we go. Let's go ahead and give her a nice spray. I like to spray in the direction that we actually want the hair to be held. So I wouldn't in the front here. I'm not going to spray from the back. That's going to give her little flyaways. We want our Perfecting Hairspray to be used as its fullest and help prevent those flyaways. So another thing that I like to use is our Paul Mitchell Pro Sticks. This is like a chopstick, but for the hair, which is fabulous. So I like to go ahead and just pull up our volume a little bit more and give her just that much more volume. Because like we were saying before, our Natalia hairstyle is all about the luxurious volume. So there you have it. We have our wonderful Natalia hairstyle which I absolutely love for any sassy bride that you might have come in, any fun prom girl. It's even perfect for your average client just wanting to go on a nice date night with her husband, or even a night out on the town. So we went over quite a few things today. I just want to briefly go over what we did. So first off, we went over quite a few of our rare Marula oil products. They're really going to add hydration into the hair. Remember those Marula spheres that are timed to really break open and really add a nice burst of that Marula oil throughout the day. Anytime you brush the hair, anytime you touch the hair, those are going to break open and they're going to really just add some more Marula oil into the hair, which is wonderful. We went over a nice pre-treatment for the hair, which is a nice way to earn money, easy money. We went over our wonderful curl set, our Natalia, and how to brush it out correctly and how to really get big volume in the hair. One thing that I really want you to take from this class, two things actually. I want you to really try doing a nice voluptuous hairstyle by doing a curl set before you actually do the style itself. That curl set is going to help give you a nice base for your actual style in the end. I challenge you to try for the next 2 weeks to do one pre-treatment a day, $25 a day. So for 2 weeks, that's $125 each week. Think about the money that you can make. If you can do that every day for 2 weeks, you can do that every day, every week for the entire year. You can make over $6,000 extra. And who doesn't want to make more money? So I want to thank you so much for having me today. And I just want to share with you one final statement. Luxury, most clients are not born with luxury, but a stylist can create it. Thank you.